What is going on?
We're back.
Yes, we are. Missed you guys.
We did. How are you guys doing? We know still a lot going on. It's been weighing heavy on a lot of our minds, and we just want to do a little mental health check-in, see how y'all doing. Make sure you take a break, you know?
Yeah, because I'm going to let you know I'm not all right. I've been angry. I've been fighting on Facebook, you know, but...
No, Facebook.
On Facebook, you know. So you got to school some people, but, you know, I'm a little tired. But there's a video going around. It's a young lady. I'm gonna just call it like it is, young white lady. And she is really schooling her parents about the situation of what's been going on.
Is she now? I might have seen a little bit of it, but I didn't watch a lot, so.
Well, you know, mom and dad trying to say no. Little girl woke.
Okay, sis.
You know, my favorite comedian, Clayton Thomas, he stood up there and called her Helpful Haley.
Oh, Helpful Haley. Let's see how Helpful Haley is being.
Let's watch.
No.
Can you shut your mouth for a minute?
No.
Because I actually work in the ghetto.
Oh, wait a minute now, Daddy. Let me tell y'all something, fathers. Fathers, mothers, especially fathers. Please do not be yelling at your daughters.
Don't do that.
Do not curse at them. Do not physically discipline them, because let me tell you, that is the type of man they will be attracted to, and they will think it is okay if somebody puts their hands on them or talks to them in disparaging ways. I know that's not what the video is about, but I just thought I'd put that little PSA out there for y'all.
Put your hand on my daughter and see if you come up missing.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna say. Let's continue.
Do you know why they're in that
I've
position?
seen these people.
Do you understand the systematic and historical reason for why they're in that position?
They don't care. All they want to do is be ghetto.
No.
First of all, do we understand the concept of ghettos? Please, I hope we all do out there. For those of you who don't, right? A ghetto is just a concentration of a specific ethnic group of people. That's all it is. So I don't know when this word ghetto became equated to just black people, but it's not. If you paid attention to any of your social studies classes growing up, a ghetto is just a concentration of a specific ethnic group. That's what it is. Living in not the best conditions, but it's not a black thing. Because in the turn of the century, there were Jewish ghettos, Irish ghettos, Italian ghettos. So.
I was just about to say that. Think of the Nazi regime during World War II.
Yeah.
Think about that.
We need to stop using this word ghetto and making it just become a black thing. Like, oh, you're ghetto, you're hood. Hood is just short for neighborhood. Like, we need to stop. Well, come on, Haley.
Seriously.
What else Daddy saying?
No.
Yes, there's
No.
And why is he working in the ghetto? What does he do? Sorry.
He probably don't. He's one of the members of the Burbs.
I'm confused already.
No.
Most of them just want to suck off the system or do something bad like drugs or gangs. And that's all they
They
care
have
about.
been oppressed. They have
It
not been
doesn't
given
matter.
the
They
same
get the
opportunities
chances.
you have
Yes,
had.
they do, and there's plenty of black people.
No, they
There's
don't,
plenty of-
Dad.
there's plenty of
And you not
minorities.
recognizing that?
Another thing. I'm sorry, yeah. I love data. And this whole notion again. Let's just make something very clear. Black people only make up roughly 12 to 13% of the US population. We have a country of about 300 million people, so that leaves us we're roughly about 30 million people.
And please stop saying that the only thing that black people want to do is drugs and violence. I mean, does that look like us?
And suck off the system. We're not that big of a population to fully utilize or maximize the potential of any welfare system or any system. So let's
I'm
stop
sorry.
it.
I can't sit around and collect money and think, you know, I got it made. No, I got to get out there and make moves. I got to get out there and work. But everything is done legally. I'm not out here trying to sell drugs. I'm not out here trying to rob anybody. But to sit up there and say that black people are doing this and that's the only thing that they think about.
It's terrible.
That's why Daddy ain't on camera.
Also, as a former social worker, once again, the majority of people on any form of welfare, social service, Section 8 is white people. We all like to throw out facts and stats. That's a fact. That is a whole stat. Go check it out.
And you not recognizing that as an issue is the reason why it's still continuing today.
I see them all over. There's all kinds of successful people that are of color. It doesn't matter what color, brown, white.
But it's a lot
orange,
harder
yellow.
for them to get to that
It
position.
doesn't matter. When they do, they're fine. But there's always filthy animals. And that
You're
is-
calling people of color black
No.
animals. You're calling them animals.
I'm talking. You didn't let
Are
me
you
finish.
kidding me?
You didn't let me finish.
That's not
I'm
okay.
talking about the
No,
children
no
part,
matter what,
too.
that's not okay. No matter what, it's not
is
okay.
okay.
Racism is not okay. Why do you think that racism is okay?
Oh, that's mine.
Really, I'm gonna look at. No, I'm looking at statistics right
medal. I
now.
gotta get a necklace.
Your statistics they can be warped. Statistics can be warped. You want me to show you videos?
So why are my-
Do you want me to show you videos of cops? I will do
why
it.
is statistics wrong?
Because they
Yours
can
are
be
right.
warped. I'm not giving statistics right now. They can be warped. Personal experiences can't.
No, because this is actually putting it into play. When you
Do I need to show you a bunch of videos of cops attacking
That's your
protesters?
problem.
Peaceful
All you do
protesters.
is watch that
listen
shit.
to this. This is the number.
You mean I'm informed and educated?
You're not though.
Yes, I
You're
am.
one-sided in four.
How's she gonna tell her daughter she's one-sided and for about what, sis? Cause she not on your side?
Right.
She's not on the side of Ludacris? Haley, I'm so glad that she's not a product of her parents. I am so glad that she is
I am
not.
relieved by all
Oh
means.
my God.
Because first of all, this is a common practice. You see it on media. You see it on social media. You turn on the news. He said clear as day, they are animals. She fired back on him like, oh, so you're calling black people animals? No, I didn't say that. Clearly you did. It's caught on tape.
And these are the people that would say, but I'm not racist. Okay, and I'm not wearing a green shirt with black polka dots, but okay.
Mom, I was watching political stuff and you said to turn that off because you don't want to hear about it. That means that I am educated on it and you are not.
I'm sick of hearing it.
The fact that you can have that ignorance, ignorance for the majority is bliss.
Okay, so-
Ignorance for the minority
So I'm
is
looking at statistics
destruction.
that are wrong. This is just pure wrong information out there.
Just give me the statistic.
In 2017, 457 white people were shot to death by the police in the United States.
Okay.
223 were black.
76% of the population is white. 13% is black.
Oh, did we not just say that already?
We just said that.
Haley, whoever is educating this girl, just doing it herself, yes, Haley.
Haley, you the rock star.
If
Get that.
if they were being killed at the exact same rate by police officers, the rate of black people being killed would be 8.9. But it's not. It's 24%. The rate of white people being killed should be about where it is. So they're being killed at a higher rate. There's more white people, meaning that the amount of people killed by cops who are white would be higher.
The reaction of the person. I'm not saying
Because
it's,
they're
I'm
tired.
not saying it's
They're tired
right.
of being treated
I'm
that
not
way.
saying it's right.
Good.
But if they started teaching them that this is the world that we live in, you don't want to be killed. Why do you think your friend's father taught him that?
Because
He
so
does-
that his
so that he-
black son doesn't end up dead like Tamir Rice.
Because he doesn't want him to grow up with the chip on his shoulder
He
that
doesn't
no
want his
police
black
ca-
son to end up dead.
Exactly.
That's not okay. Why do you think that's okay?
Because
Why is it something that you're okay with? Why is that
I'm
a
not-
reality that you're
who's
okay
saying
with?
I'm okay with it.
But you are.
No, I'm not. I'm
So
saying,
stand against it. So stand against it. If you're not okay with it, so
You
stand
wanna know
against
when I'll
it.
stand against it? When the black people in the ghetto stop carrying an illegal weapon. When the black people in the ghetto stop murdering each other.
I'll start caring about cops when they stop killing black people.
I'll start caring about black people and they stop killing cops.
Oh.
Really?
Oh, wow. We have a lot to unpack. Once again, I am glad young Haley is not a product of her parents.
I'm so glad about that too. It's
I am glad she is not a product, sorry y'all, of her parents. And white people wonder why there is a problem. Haley's parents are the prime example of the problem in America.
And it's sad to say, these are the same conversations that I've had on Facebook with people. And every time that I made my point, they fired back with pseudo statistics. They fired back with like, oh, read this article and this article. I'm like, okay.
Right, and the statistics as even young Haley, I don't know, she looks about around the age 14, 15, somewhere in between that early teenage. And it's true. If white people make up the majority of the population, of course the statistics, is gonna be skewed in a way to make it look like, oh, it's not really happening to other groups of people because it's happening to white people. But if you are the larger, so if you have a big pie and only a eighth of the pie is happening to you, but in our pie, that's like a quarter of it, that's a huge difference because of the numbers. Like it, y'all need to make it make sense and stop trying to make it not make sense.
You know, going back to what the father said, that, you know, people of color get into these high positions and then they're okay. No, they're not okay.
They're not.
Because there have been people of color that have made it to high positions, you know, doctors, lawyers, whatever the case may be. They move into a suburban neighborhood because they want their family to have a better life. And they are still being attacked racially. I've seen many news reports that racial slurs and swastikas and everything has been spray painted on their driveway, spray painted on their garage. But you're saying, oh, they're okay. No, they're not okay, because they're still facing that systemic racism when they move out to the suburbs, thinking that it's going to be a better life, when it's the same thing following them there, more so than now.
Or even in the workplace, because if you're the only one of you, nobody else relates to you, right? Nobody says, or it's like kind of looked over or glanced over. We can't not see color. We've already talked about that. Not seeing color is just diminishing someone and saying, well, we don't see all the issues that come with you, but we like you. We don't see color. No, you need to see my color, because you need to understand I face a different struggle than you. And I like that Haley sees that. She was like, but what are I and her mom, I will stop when black people stop having illegal guns. First of all, sis, white people also have illegal guns. Many people have illegal guns that aren't black. Once again, we're only 13% of the population. We can't have all the illegal guns.
Yeah, they can't see past, you know, their own issues that's going on in their communities. They want to point the finger and like, oh geez, here we go again. Yes, the media is responsible for that too, only pointing out specific color issues and specific criminals of color. You know, I can sit there and pull up a link of local arrests, and you will see only a small percentage of whites that have been arrested.
It's true. It used to be this. I had a coworker. I forgot the name. Was it the Slammer?
Yeah.
You get at the like corner store, and he would bring it in a word, and it would just be nothing but black and brown people on there. And once again, we're only 13% of the population, and even still, less white people are actually arrested and taken in for processing than black and brown people. So a lot of white people get pulled over, but the cops don't issue them tickets. They don't bring them in because they see themselves in them. If I see myself in you, I would go, okay, I can relate to you. But if I don't see myself in you, then I can't relate to you, and I put you in a category of like, well, this is why they act this way and they deserve this sort of treatment. And that's what's happening. And I am so appreciative of Haley. Once again, I don't know who's her social circle. I don't know where she goes to school. I don't know where this young woman lives. But I am glad that she is not a product of her parents. Because she could be.
I'm so glad about that as well, because honestly that video could have went a different way.
Could have went a whole different
She could have said, okay, mom, dad, you're right. I shouldn't have said that. No, she stood up for what she believed in. She stood up for what she researched. She stood up for what she is seeing on media. She's standing up and saying, okay, enough is enough. This isn't right. They're tired. You know, my friend's father teaches him what to do, not to have a chip on the shoulder like mom says.
Right. You have to, clearly, mom, you got the chip on your shoulder because you're mad about your mediocre life. And that's what some of these people want to do. They like to blame others because they're not where they could be. If you have all this privilege and you have not executed it and used it to your full advantage, you need to find somebody else to blame to go, well, why is my life so not where it should be? And you have all the advantages in the world. But Haley, we applaud you. Let's give Haley a round of applause.
Yes,
We applaud you. And the courage it took to post that video. Now, I know she's young and we know that the brain isn't fully developed, and so the impulse to post it. But the courage that it took to blast your parents. Because I'm gonna tell you, my mom probably that would not have.
That wouldn't have ended well.
That would not have ended well. Would not have been on social media. But I applaud her courage for standing up to her parents, correcting them, and hopefully, I don't know if they reposted another video, but hopefully they look dumb and people have called them out. Okay.
I'm pretty sure they did.
Well, I need Haley to do a follow-up. Haley, can you do a follow-up for us, sis? We want to know, have your parents corrected their thought processes? And how many other kids do they have that they're teaching this to, right?
Well, I heard a baby in the background of the video. It's like, okay, is anybody going to take care of that baby?
See, that's what we have to realize as parents. A lot of what we teach our children is not said. It's said and it's our action. Because even what they teach in communication, like like less than 10% is actually verbal. The other, around 80 to 90% is nonverbal. So the way they act, the way they're interacting with people is teaching their children how to respond to other people.
I'm pretty sure they could put on a fake smile when they're out in public. Like they go to these stores and go to fast food restaurants. You know, they know how to be polite in the public eye, but as soon as they get in their car and roll their window up, they done probably said all sorts of racial slurs, thinking, oh, well, that's the only job they got because they're uneducated.
Right.
You don't know.
They could be in college. Most people who work there are doing something. They're in school, they have another job, or sometimes you just got a little extra time and you're like, let me make some extra money. No?
Or it could be their store. You know, it could be a young entrepreneur.
Okay.
Hey, I bought myself a franchise.
Why not? But once again, Haley, we thank you for teaching others like yourself how to stand up, and it's okay to have difference of opinion. And I'm glad you taught your parents something they clearly did not know.
Exactly. So, what do y'all think? What do y'all think about Haley's video?
Yes.
We need to know these things.
Comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. And since you're down there commenting, you already know what to do next.
Go ahead and give it a big thumbs up.
And subscribe.
Yes, indeed.
Because our family is
It's growing.
growing. We're
Leaps
so-
and bounds. I'm so
Yes.
glad.
We thank y'all.
Oh, let me give you this disclaimer because, you know, this is just me being real to you guys, our cousins.
We're family.
If you have a response to the video, please do not post the response to my personal Facebook page. You can comment down below or you can private message me, but don't post it on my Facebook page. That's just out of respect.
Oh. Well, I don't be on Facebook. I just happen to be on it, which is not often.
Well, you know, I let the other family know, hey, we were on a family call, you know, jump on.
Yes, well, hit us up on our Instagram. Always find us there. DM, leave a message, comment on any of the videos that we post. And we love to hear from you guys.
Yes, we do.
Love you, cousins.
We will see you next time.
Bye.